Alright guys, this is going to be the Carnivorous plant update for September of 2015. As you can see, the plants are all in their chamber. We have been experiencing some 90-degree days in Sheboygan now, but it is still getting a little cooler outside, so I brought these guys in, and boy, they're loving it. I'm not quite sure if it is the greenhouse that's working for them or if it's the coffee treatment. But let's uncover the indoor grow chamber. I do have the supplemental light going on. It is nighttime out, so I have the shades closed, but usually they get some natural light in here also. So let's bring you guys closer in. As you can see there, they are usually right up there, right underneath the lights, but I'll bring them down here for you so you can see. First up will be Nepenthes Spathulata crossrod Cantley. But first, one thing it is interesting to note, it is usually about, you can't really see it, but yeah, 82 degrees in there, about 80 or more % humidity. It's really hot, but these guys are loving it. Its latest picture is right here. Pretty nice size. Just adjust the tripod. It's starting to show some characteristics of Rob Cantley, but you can definitely tell it's Spathulata counterparts. Another overall nice plant. Next up is Sarricenia cross glandulifera. This plant is just taking off. Talk about a leaf jump. This was its last leaf. Now this is its next one. Developing picture is right there. Hopefully that will be done by the next video. This one opened either before I shot the last video or just after, but it's huge. So this plant up here, this leaf is probably going to be even bigger than that one, only that picture got chopped off when this light fell on my previous grow chamber. So well, it seems to hold its pictures pretty well, except for this one because that also got damaged when the light fell, and now that one's pretty much dead. But yeah, pretty nice plant, nice size picture. Is probably one of my favorite. It starts out reddish and then goes to purplish and then turns into a blackish, dark purple blackish with a nice red and black striped-ish premium stone or something like that you'd say. But overall nice plant. You can definitely tell the glandulifera, lots of glands on it, lots of nectar. So I'll put those bad boys back there. Next up is Cephalotus follicularis. That should be an interesting update on this guy. Some people have issues. I really don't. Hopefully once it gets a little bigger I'll start doing some leaf pullings and I can sell some Cephalotus. But yeah, just irregular flytrap cariforms Cephalotus. That's a picture compared to my finger. So I'm not sure if this is the normal size for Cephalotus follicularis or if it's in between juvenile and mature size pictures. Right now it's got 3 adult pictures on it, with one starting there, couple back in the crown. This is 3 plants. One that's about to pop right there, another one starting there, and yeah, quite a few. This plant has really taken off in the past few months. Yeah, so far this plant hasn't really given me any issues. Some people have crown rot and it dies, but I find with my growing conditions that I give, every plant that people say is really hard to grow grows just fine for me, like amazing grower. But some of the easiest plants I kill, so. But either way, Cephalotus, $31 it cost me, and boy was it $31 well spent. I had this for about 1 year and 2 months now, but hasn't died yet. Next up is Nepenthes Spathulata cross spectabilis. At first I wasn't so sure about it, but I guess it just wasn't really liking the outside. This picture popped about 2 days ago here. It's got green and then some red stripes. Definitely you can see some Spectabolus in it, but a little tubbier than normal Spectabolus and a little taller, I would think. I'd still say that this is an immature plant. I've had it for about a few months now, but it's got a big leaf jump, and like I think I said earlier, I gave these a coffee treatment, and boy, they are responding well. So that one, new developing pitcher right here. And it holds its pitchers pretty well, and this one's lid got kind of yanked off by something. And then, but it's still alive, the pitcher. Next up, it kind of leaked water a little bit, that one. But next up is Nepenthes truncata, the deal of the century, $20 plant. And boy, it had a huge leaf jump from the coffee treatment. Still no pitcher. Hopefully by next update it will have a new pitcher. But as you can see, the old one, the premise stone colored up pretty well. Reddish, orangish. Lid's starting to fade a little bit, but that's pretty normal. This is an older pitcher, but yeah, it's grown pretty well for me. I haven't had any issues. This might be a highland form, but yeah, it's a pretty good plant for me. Next up, I'll put this back, is the last one of my tropical plants, and that is Nepenthes ventricosa, cross something long name, very long name, and I'm gonna have to look it up. It is Nepenthes ventricosa cross sibuensis squat cross Ventricosa cross sibuensis, and is seed grown from Borneo exotics, but then was imported to native exotics where I bought it. I'm not sure if that picture popped when I made that video, but I think it could use a little more light. So winter is going to be a little bit of a struggle for this one, I think, but okay, you laughing over there? But yeah, I spray this guy down a lot. Like a lot of them, I will just always spray before school usually, and then after school, and then just spray the little pitchers that are developing right there. Make sure that they never dry out, otherwise you're gonna lose your pitchers. So yeah, and then just mist the plant down a little bit, and then I usually put them back. Cephalotus, care for this type dealio. I usually just spray, I don't really water like that, like on the top, but I'll spray on the outside to keep, like it depends. If it's a watering day, I'll go heavy, but otherwise, every other day, I'll just mist the top just to get the top wet so the little moss on the top doesn't die and turn brown, because you don't want the roots to be super wet. So just enough to get the top moss good, but not enough to injure the plant and cause root rot. So I usually let this get pretty dry before I water it. So tomorrow I will go outside and film part 2 of the Carnivorous pitcher plant care for September 2015. That will be Darlingtonia californica, some Sarricenia, and one Nepenthes that is still out there because it likes it. So yeah, that is pretty much it, and I'll resume filming tomorrow. Okay guys, on YouTube, this is kind of part 2, but I'll be in one video, the Carnivorous plant update. We've been getting some rain today, so I'm going to show you what I have to do usually. First, we'll start off is with Nepenthes ventrata here. We'll bring you up closer here. Lots of new pitchers starting on the tendrils. This guy's kind of the set it outside and neglect it type deal because he seems to do fine on his own. It seems to not do as well when I intervene. That's its newest pitcher, just popped. Old ones from at least 2 seasons ago. Well, not 2 seasons, but last summer. Lots of new pitchers. It seems to be digging it out here, even as cold as it gets some nights. But never below freezing. unknown Sarricenia there from Sarricenia Northwest. They seem to pull through because I never did get them into a new pot by the start of the growing season, so you gotta empty it out every once in a while when the rain comes. Please excuse my dog if you can hear him in the background. He's getting all upset about the neighbor's dog. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's got some characteristics of some plants. Next here, we gotta empty out this chamber. As you can see, this plant, Sarricenia Brenda Marshall, it's called. But I trimmed back some of the pictures from earlier in the season, and like, what's his face? What's his name? The guy from Sarricenia Northwest, I didn't get it from him, but he said usually trim back these pictures and this dangly stuff to show for the end of season growth. This is its largest picture it's ever produced for me right here. But I'm just going to leave these go till they get to be about this stage here, like that, because it's still plants taking up nutrients. Yeah, it doesn't look quite as good, but until it gets to that point, I'll leave it go. Like this one, it's getting about there by the end of the week. They'll probably be chopped off, but large growth points down there probably could be divided pretty soon or so. But yeah, nice plant. Got it for $10, like I said in one of my past videos. I'll be kind of naming them out as I pull them out. This is Sarricenia Solata OP. Got him for seedling for $1. Like I said, I think one of my other videos, he's still doing pretty good. It's caught a lot of stuff, and it's been putting out some pretty decent sized pictures. Should be mature by next year. Not flowering size, but big pictures. This is Sarricenia Black Widow. Here. This one. It's got pretty nice new picture there. So yeah, another $1 seedling I got. Darlingtonia Californica, one of my smaller plants. Then my large one, wasn't large when I bought it, but it was a medium-sized one. It's got 2 growth points on it, pretty large traps now. Same care as the Sarricenia, that water never really gets too hot, so it's never really a big issue. 2 growth points, got a plant in there, and a plant here, the bigger one with the bigger traps. So I'll separate the 2 once I repot this guy because he's getting big. Yeah, that's pretty much it for these. Now basic other care is, I know my shoes look stupid, but these are the ones I wear at home because I can get them on fast. But just dump out the excess for now until it rains again. So maybe I'll just leave these out with the amount of rain we've been getting. But yeah, it's pretty much the whole spiel over there for my outdoor cold hardy American plants. Just kind of a zoom in on all of them. Yeah, they're getting pretty big, that picture. I'll give you kind of a size comparison to my hand. And it looks like they've been catching a lot of food because I dissected one of the older pictures, and being how small it was kind of as small as that one there. But it caught a lot of food, so yeah. Yeah, baby plant, and then the large plant there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this update, and stay tuned for the November update. Well, not November, but October.